Welcome everyone to another pick a card reading. Today we are going to be using the new Lenormand deck, and I'm still practicing with them, so they tend to be a little more precise, so I don't know if they're great for general readings like this. I prefer them to be used for like personal readings because of how precise they tend to be and very literal, but we will try. So today you're going to choose between these two light switch decorations. I did used to use them when I did live in Canada, but considering that light switches in Eastern Europe are different, I can't use them anymore, but I still like them, so I wanted to use them for this type of purpose. So whichever one caught your eye, that will be your group. If you can't decide, it's possible that either both groups are meant for you. Maybe there are pieces of information in each one that connect for you or that will resonate. Or if you do prefer to choose just one, then you can close your eyes, take a deep breath, and ask which pile is the one for you. I still personally right now don't know the theme of the reading. The cards will decide that. So once you ask yourself that, take another deep breath, open your eyes, and wherever your eyes first shifted to, that is your pile. Okay, so take a moment, pause if you need to. The timestamps will be down in the description box below, along with other links for personal readings, socials, and anything like that. So I will see you in your reading. Hello, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. So let us see what is meant for you. Okay, so the theme of your reading, let me shift this a little. Theme of your reading, book. So something that may be closed off to you, something unknown. Perhaps for some, this is about education, something you need to learn or even teach others. Something in your life that is still being written. Perhaps you think something is over, but it could be that, the story is still continuing, or that phase in your life is still continuing. So let's see. Okay, so something could be closed off regarding your home or sense of stability, domestic life. Stork, so a new phase. Perhaps someone is writing their new chapter. A chapter of stability and a new phase in life. A new phase also in the workplace. Perhaps a new job, a new promotion. A new phase in the corporate world. Okay, so if you are a man, this involves you. Okay, this is your card. If you're not a man, then this is about some sort of man. Something that you may not know about him. Maybe he is closed off to you. For the men that are watching this, I'm also talking about you here, right? So maybe you're being closed off, or just entering, like I said, a new phase in life. Oh, the star. First thing that I'm hearing is wish fulfillment with the star. Yeah, it's like there's like new hope. It's like you're following your dreams or your goals. It's like you're working towards something, like that you're on a better path, something possibly that fills you with passion, that you're really interested in. It's like there's some sort of a cleansing that is being done in your life, hence this new phase. Because nothing new can start if there's still a lot of clutter, right? So there are things that are being pushed aside. Maybe you got fired or you quit, or um, um, some shakeup happened maybe in your home life, or even within yourself, right? Like mentally or something, because it is like a cleansing, a brushing away that needs to take place. Oh, and you got some luck coming in. It's like a sense of grounding. So, if you are a man, your stability comes through cleansing away what is not needed. Okay, perhaps even moving away from toxic environments, or even removing clutter from your home, taking away what isn't needed, right? Purging, selling things that you don't need in order maybe to make more money. Cleaning your environment could also be important, but as well as this could also be like cleaning your mental state. Maybe there's something mentally that you keep gravitating to, or like constantly in cycles, and it needs to stop. So they're saying like brushing away that part of you that doesn't need to be there. It's like there's a new phase in your book of life that will bring you some luck. And when it comes to your job, you're going to be working on or doing things that are more passionate, or that you feel aligned with, which will end up grounding you. Yeah, you got the Tower here with the Eight of Wands. So there is some sort of destruction or renewal taking place, which will help you understand that you are not tied to your environment or to your struggles. You have the power to change that. Okay, you have the power mentally to be in control of your thoughts, of your movements, of your actions, of your words, everything. Seven of Swords, usually a card of deceit or lies or getting away with something. But I feel with this energy, it's like saying like some of you might be feeling like an imposter energy, because maybe you've been stuck in a same type of pattern and you're so used to it. So if when you feel like you're trying to do better, or like maybe you're trying to be more happier and deciding and choosing happiness and things like that, you feel like it doesn't fit you because you're so used to the struggle and like the downfall and things like that. But again, that is mental energy. That is all in your head. Okay? You just have to, it's like your mind has to start to like follow new patterns in order to fully believe it, in order to fully adapt to it. So even if you feel like that imposter type of syndrome, like let's say you're starting out with a new skill, right? And even though that you are passionate about this skill, whether it's art or like something in the athletic sports world or something, I don't know, scientific, whatever it is, just because you're starting out and you're getting your foot in and let's say you even kind of established a piece of it, it's normal to feel like an imposter because you're not used to being known for that, or you're not used to people, let's say, celebrating you for that or complimenting you for what you have made or did or invented, whatever it is. But you shouldn't dwell on that imposter feeling because you are doing it. You are that thing. It's like recently I seen somewhere, I think it was either on Instagram or I don't know where, someone mentioned that as long as you play games, you're still a gamer. So because a lot of people in their minds think that you need to be someone that, let's say, plays games like 24/7 and plays these specific type of games, maybe like shooter or whatever, only then you can be labeled a gamer. But sometimes people play things like something simple as, Sims, or I don't know, maybe like phone type of games, through apps or whatever. It's like you're still a gamer because you're still playing games. So it doesn't mean a length of time. It doesn't mean a specific type of game. It just means playing a game. As long as you're passionate and love that game, and it's not like once in a year you play it, but like, maybe it's a weekly thing, you're still a gamer. So don't allow yourself to put yourself down or belittle yourself or think you're an imposter. You're not. You've got the World here, which is interesting with the book card because this tends to follow like a new phase, a shift in things, but it's also an ending of a phase. And it's interesting that you got, on both ends here, you got the house, domestic life, which also is a sign of stability, and then the anchor at the very end, because this sort of follows, let's say, like a story, and it ends with stability, which here you got the World, right? The ending of it. It ends with stability. So for whoever this is, if this is like a very specific reading, I don't know, but it's like despite that there is a little shakeup with the whip here, like this whole story comes out, and the tower of course, this whole story comes out with you being stable in the end. So you just have to follow the storyline, follow the phase, like control what you can, and what you can't, you have to let it be. Okay? And remember that you are always in control of your own mind, your actions, everything. So your message here is, open your heart, expand your mind. Let your radiant heart pour out into everything you do. Which works here with the star card being like about passions and following your dreams, your goals, right? It's like your North Star. So group 1, I hope this helped. I hope it resonated with someone. Please tell me in the comments below if it did, so I know whether I should use the Lenormand deck or not, because I do feel like they're more specific with like personal readings and not general. So do inform me if you did find it that it resonated. So that is all I have for you. I wish you guys luck. Remember that I do personal readings. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this. And all the links will be down in the description box below. So I'll see you next time. Hello, Group 2. So let us see what this reading is about. Okay, so your reading here is about some good luck. So what is this luck about? You got the moon. So for some of you, it could be your reputation. You might be getting some good reputation. This could also mean some good news, like some good insight in your intuition, or maybe even opening your intuition. So if you started to feel certain things like urges that you have to be somewhere, or even like a download sort of information or something, that is your intuition coming in and being activated. Okay? Oh, you got loyalty. It's possible that some of you, your reputation is being loyal. Oh, but you got cloudy here. So some sort of confusion. Maybe some of you are too loyal to a fault type of thing. This could also mean like blind type of loyalty, where you're loyal to specific organization or group or person, people, family, whatever it is. Even though they have like toxic ways, you still keep being loyal to them. A good example of this is here in my country, where a specific political group, they have been like active for years. It's basically like left and right type thing, right? I'm sure it's like that in every country. But people have been very like loyal to this one party since like even during like our war back in the early 90s. And throughout these recent years and like throughout the past decade even, this one political party has proven that they're basically corrupt, right? It's like one of our presidents stole like a bunch of, I don't know, I think it was gold watches or something, and then fled, went to another country so that he doesn't face like justice. And then like it's just crazy. And even though that this party is making the country, let's say, shittier, these people still keep voting them in because of how loyal they are. So this could be an example, let's say, to what you may be going through, where you may be a little too loyal to people that you may not know, or that are still a mystery to you, or that do like have some bad ways about them or toxicity that you may not even know about. Or let's say you do know, but you're still loyal to them in some way. Another example of this is when, let's say, someone in the family has been through trauma and they mention this to the parents, but the parents sweep it under the rug because they still adore and appreciate this person that did the abusing, let's say, right? So it's something like that. It's like you know the evil that has been done, or even if it's not as that bad, you know this person or these people and their ways, and despite that there are things that bother you, it's like you're still loyal to them. right? So it creates confusion also because you know how they say birds of a feather flock together? So being surrounded by them makes you like them. That's why you have to be careful of who you are around, who you allow in your energy, who you surround yourself with, and things like that. Okay, so you got grounding here, some stability. So this could be a stability. Now if we're following the cards like this, right, it's like blurry or cloudy sort of stability. It could also mean that something that you're not sure of is making you stop and take a pause because you maybe need more information or more, or to reflect or something, but it's like something that is uncertain is making you pause. But this pause does bring you to like a moment of luck. Oh, you got the ring. So this could lean towards some sort of commitment with someone. And it doesn't have to be like romantic. It could be like a partnership, a business thing. It could be like a genuine friendship, some sort of like commitment. You got owls. I'm seeing the word uncertainty here. Okay, so here it says, owls is a neutral card, though closer to negative, and often talks about disapproval from more experienced people, criticism, claims, grumbling, expressing dissatisfaction, boredom, heavy unpleasant communication, negative evaluation, judgment, surveillance, gloomy thoughts, insomnia. In the environment of favorable cards, which technically, I mean, we don't know what this card is yet, but so far this, if we follow this, right, it's in the presence of favorable cards. It can indicate labor pains, successful hunting, receiving qualified advice, quality education, as well as pairings, like two friends, two colleagues, a couple, two sources of income. So considering that this is a ring here, right, it could mean that some of you might get into a relationship where you do have help from your partner even regarding, let's say, with income. Or this could be a partnership. Maybe you start to work with someone that you're, you know, not that you have good chemistry, but like that you work well with, right? Like there are no bad intentions or anything. You guys click right and you can do this job together. So you guys like are brought together in order to create this thing. So let's see what you have here. You have the lilies. Okay, so with the lilies here, it tends to be a spiritual message. There's like prosperity and peace regarding this maybe connection, or even if it is, let's say, labor pains, right? It goes into a state of peace. So basically giving birth and not having those pains anymore. Ooh, with the cross here, surrounded by these positive cards, it could be that you're finally ending a phase of some struggle that you've been having. Okay, so here we have a reputation of stability that potentially means that you, let's say, work well with others, that you have the drive and the focus of doing what is needed of you. Okay, your loyalty tends to bring you luck in certain areas and peace, a sense of elitism, but not in like the egotistical way, but like just in the luck type of way. Okay? And there is some sort of uncertainty regarding a specific commitment, but that commitment ends up um, helping you end some sort of struggle. Okay, so at first you may not see, let's say, the way it's headed. You may not be sure about the partnership, but it leads you to an ending of a struggle. Okay, interesting that this popped out again. For group 1, this card popped out in the same row. So you got the Eight of Swords. So keeping in mind that you are in control of your own thoughts, your own words, your own deeds, okay? Eight of Swords, here if you can tell, I don't know if you can. It's basically a card where a woman, but it doesn't have to be a woman, just a person, is tied up with swords around her. But the thing is, her feet aren't bound, so she can basically move around and just cut the rope, right? So it's saying that, and because swords is mental energy, right? It's the mind. It's basically telling you that you are not trapped in your own mind. You can decide where to go, what to think about, what to feel. The power is within you, okay? Okay, Seven of Pentacles here. I'm hearing that you have done the work, and there is a reason why you are loyal and know how to, I'm hearing, birth your own luck. I think it's just the mental issue that's the biggest problem. It's like I'm hearing hurdle. The biggest hurdle is the mental aspect of this. But you actually have enough luck in order to grow what it is you need to grow inside yourself and within your life. Okay, so you got the Devil here, and I think that's what's making you confused and uncertain, is because of the potential of temptation, of distraction, of things that sort of fog your mind and doesn't allow you to think straight and to focus better. Okay, so you need to remove the distractions in your life and truly focus on what it is you need to do. Okay, so if, let's say, you're struggling with something at home, right? Don't distract yourself to numb yourself down. Instead, focus on, okay, how do I go from point A to point B, right? What do I need to focus on in order to get out of here? What it is I need to do. Okay, so don't numb yourself. Don't distract yourself with things that you don't need to do, or that just take away or waste your time, or even waste your finances, whatever it is. Focus, have a goal set, and every day work on something that brings you closer to that goal. Okay, you'll be able to play and distract yourself later, but it's that line. The line comes to mind that says, live right now how no one wants to, so that one day you live how everyone wishes to, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah. So in the meantime, it may be hard to focus and to not play around, to not like distract yourself with things, but it's for a purpose. It's to better your life, to better yourself, your mind, your environment, whatever it may be. Because later, when you do have, a stable income, you, let's say, get to move out and you get to create a life that you want, then you're free to do whatever you want. But this period of time, it may be a little uncertain, it may be a little harder, but the thing is, you do have luck. I think that this group, your mind is powerful. It's a weapon, you just need to sharpen it to focus on the goal that you need to do. Okay, you got 2 messages here. Invest your energy into your highest self. The more you invest, the more you will become. Wow. Just as when I was talking about not being distracted. So invest in yourself and your energy. Okay, be careful who you allow in your energy. And be careful what you do with your energy. Nah, you are not stagnant. The transformation is just happening within. So sometimes things may seem like they're not going anywhere, but you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. You don't know what's happening internally, right? So just trust yourself, trust the process, trust the universe, and work with it. Okay, imagine the universe as your best friend. Okay, collaborate together. Don't resist, don't fight it. Collaborate. Be at peace with one another. So group 2, that is all I have for you. Please comment below and tell me if this reading resonated, because I don't know if I should continue using the Lenormand deck, because they tend to be very specific and I feel like they're more useful for personal readings and not general readings. So if it did resonate, comment below and tell me. All the links and everything will be in the description box below, so whether you want a personal reading, whether you want to follow me on my socials and anything like that, my shop as well, I have added a lot of new things in there, so check that out. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to watch more. I will be posting a little more art videos soon, but yeah, I wish you guys luck and I'll see you next time.